right, fellas.
I still say that.
Welcome to Almost a Podcast. I am your host today. My name is Colton, and I'm with my two co-hosts, Mike and Sean. And I got a guest today. It's been about, 13 weeks since we've had a guest. And his name is Zach, one of our good friends, Zachary. How are you doing? He's joined us to talk to us a little bit about Marvel. As we all know, Mike and I are Marvel midders. We think Marvel's pretty mid overall. I think Zach and Sean are Marvel enjoyers, as you would say it. So we're going to discuss things. We're going to try and talk each other one way or the other, and we're just going to have a jolly old time.
I would like to say off the rip that I am in no way an expert, and I have not read any of the comics. I am strictly an MCU fanatic.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I know none of the backstory and history. But
I'm the same
an
way.
expert.
Nah, Sean, you better hold to that.
Expert.
I'm gonna post that all over TikTok.
We need one here, otherwise it's not real.
What's this Iron Fist movie I see here? I don't understand what that.
Well, you could
said
put
you were
it
an
in...
expert, Sean.
Yeah, come on, Sean.
You know what? That's what happened when Tony Stark lost a piece of his Iron Man suit, and some kid found it, and he became the Iron Fist.
Is that really how it is?
That's it. Yeah, it's exactly.
It's not a meme. That's actually real.
You're gonna doubt the Marvel expert here?
That just sounds crazy, but yeah. So thank you, Zach, for coming on. We all have a drink. It's a great time. Probably should just get started. What's your guys' favorite movie? Do you guys want to start with one of your favorites?
In general?
Yeah.
Or The Matrix?
Or no, wait. Let's start with.
We can go with this, man.
Let's start with the controversial. Let's start with a controversial pick right now. You guys see my screen, right? Iron Man, the first Iron Man.
Oh, that's got to be top tier.
That's S tier.
You think it's okay?
Iron Man.
All right.
I've rewatched it recently. I rewatched the first, second, and third Iron Man recently.
I saw it Saturday.
Right off the top. I think Iron Man is not worthy of S tier. Now here's why. Here's why. I don't think it's a bad movie. I'm not saying it's a bad movie.
Okay.
I just think that other movies that came past it, when I compare Iron Man to Infinity War, which Infinity War plot twist or whatever, spoiler alert, I think is S tier.
Plot twist.
I don't think Iron Man is as good as Infinity War. So I've always thought Iron Man's a solid A. It's just not the S, even though it's the OG.
One thing we got to keep in mind here is that these movies span over a decade of time.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
And so just like the technology advancement with CGI and the improvement in the storytelling over time,
even that said, the first Iron Man is superior. I mean, they had a liberal a good use of CGI that wasn't overblown. It was all metal that made sense for the most part.
The first suit was mostly practical.
Yeah.
It felt very grounded to me.
It did.
Yeah.
It was grounded. I just didn't think it was that interesting, I guess. It wasn't as interesting as
maybe it's
other
because
movies.
you've seen it probably a dozen times at this point.
I don't know.
I've seen it a dozen times.
Are you guys all hardcore? It's S tier. This is an easy one.
Yeah,
I think
again,
easy S tier.
Again,
it started the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It did, but that doesn't mean it's the best.
No, but Endgame ended the whole thing, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's the best either. I do think it also is S tier, but
oh wow,
just to say start and end, I don't think that's a valid argument.
So you guys are all kind of in agreement. So you think Iron Man's one of the top, at least top 5, of the universe.
I think for an initial movie, a start to a series, it was phenomenal. I thought it was a great way to kick off the MCU.
I'll put
a great character introduce, a good visuals, good interesting plot.
Plot. All right. Well,
have you guys seen? By the way, I know a little off topic. Have you guys seen Robert Downey Jr.'s his first script read for the film when they were auditioning him?
No. Was he good?
It's insane. It's he is literally right off the bat. He was Tony Stark.
He never had.
I'm gonna watch that. Guys.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone can play Tony Stark again. If they do a reboot in 20 years,
not at all.
It's not going to be the same.
The same way no one else can play Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
But then
or Wolverine.
Yeah, they're like legacied in as those actors. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually used to work in the building that they filmed Iron Man in, like Stark Industries. I used to work in Stark Industries, technically.
Wow.
Like where they had the reactor and all that?
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's really
the
cool.
reactor and like Pepper's office or Tony's office, like that was my CEO's office.
Of course it was your CEO's office.
I was like I worked in that building that they filmed it in.
That's freaking cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's cool to see.
First time
it was
hearing
a
about
cool looking
this,
building.
Yeah, I've never heard about this. That's interesting.
Really?
So
Yeah.
you're basically a Marvel employee at this point.
Essentially,
Yeah,
I mean,
the
it's
expert, you know.
kind of as close as you can be without being one. You're very close. You're very close. By the way,
it was pretty cool.
Oh, I just want to let our viewers know about the tier list levels. So, I have my tiers at S, A, B, C, D, and then I have one labeled "Don't Care," as there are a few movies that I haven't cared to see and shows. I have one as haven't seen it, as I'm assuming not all of us have seen everything, and then I have our F tier as Thor 2. That may change over time, but as a guide, we won't be like ranking all of these.
You need
probably,
to change "Don't
but
Care" to just "Don't Give a Fuck." Just DJF.
I think I've seen almost. So, I'll be honest. I have not seen all of the TV shows.
Yeah.
There's maybe like one or two I haven't seen. Like Daredevil. I haven't watched Daredevil. Or the new Moon Knight one.
The Moon Knight. Yeah.
But I think
Daredevil-
everything else I've seen.
This is gonna
Oh,
get
and Miss
rough.
Marvel,
Daredevil
but-
might be
but-
some of my favorite Marvel content.
Really?
See, I don't know.
I liked his
I haven't
cameo.
seen
Like
it.
I know of him, and I liked his cameo in the Spider-Man movie. But
I love the Matt Murdock character so much.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Huh. Yeah, I
He's
don't
a
know.
good-
Of the
and
TV
Jessica
shows,
Jones, I haven't
of
seen
the
that.
TV shows, I'd say that's the top tier out
Is
of all
it?
of them.
I think it's better
Nah,
than Loki.
Loki's top tier.
I think Loki's like awesome. I would put Loki
Loki is
at like
fun,
easy
but
Loki's
A.
definitely above Daredevil for me. Granted, I haven't seen Daredevil,
Yeah,
but like
you haven't seen it. You can't judge.
Loki's
An
an
expert
expert
cannot judge.
but I haven't seen
yes,
with
I
ya.
can judge if I haven't seen. There's no problem.
I think we can toss Loki up there as pretty high right now for all of us.
it. Yeah,
Feel good about
I
that
would
one.
put it. I'd put it at A. I really, really liked Loki. I thought it was.
Yeah.
You know
This
what
is-
movie I also really liked that I didn't have like amazing expectations for, but ended up like really enjoying it? The Black
What's
Panther
up?
movies. Like the first one that came out, I was like, whoa, this is out of left field, because I'm not a comic guy. I don't know anything about it. And I saw it, I'm like, this is an awesome movie. They did a really good job with it.
Really? Okay. I thought it was like B. I liked it more than most, but it was
I'll
like
put it at A.
put it at A. Man, we're turning into Marvel. We're all looking like Marvel fans here, Mike. Yeah, you got to bring these
I know, right?
levels down here.
We got a long
Well, we
ways
haven't. We
to
haven't.
go, friend.
Yeah, but say we haven't hit the
We're starting with the
controversial shit.
good picks, the easy.
We're
picks,
talking about
I
good
guess.
stuff, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you guys
I
think?
mean, you can throw all the Avengers up at least A, you know.
Oh no way! No way! All the Avengers are worth A.
What do you mean?
They might be worth. There might be like C or above, but I can't put Age of Ultron at A.
Oh no, God,
Age of
no.
Ultron was awesome.
Age
I
of
liked
Ultron
it.
is like a C.
I liked
He
it.
picked up the hammer.
I mean,
it was
cool.
mind blowing in
It was
theaters.
cool, but,
Okay,
Yes,
like-
that's a moment. But
Yeah,
but
I'm
it's
with
not the
Mike.
whole
Moments
movie.
can
we
make
have to kind of
heroes.
separate moments from like good films here. That's
Yeah.
where
Fair.
like, my
That's fair.
Yeah.
devil's advocate comes into play as like I understand the grievances about Marvel movies. So.
Yeah. And
Fair.
for me, I'm like rating these as like kind of a mixture between just movies in general, like a good movie versus like compared to the rest of Marvel, as well.
Okay.
Or they'd all be.
Here's
I'm just
another
kidding.
one that I thought I would hate and actually refused to watch for a while, and then eventually I watched it and thought it was amazing. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that's high for me for sure.
Guardians of the
I
Galaxy.
refused to watch it for so long because I'm like, no way. I'm like, they're ruining the series. There's a talking animal and a talking tree.
animal. Sean's like, I hate the
I'm
furries.
not about it. I'm out. And then, like, weirdly, I was weirdly passionate about this and not watching it. And then one day, I sat down, and it was like childishly mad the whole movie. And then after it, I was like, dang, that was a good movie. and then I've watched it several times since. And it's a great film.
I
thought
think
it was
it's
a good
like
refresher for the series, right?
Absolutely.
And in hindsight, it was a great. The energy was totally different. It was comedic. It was fast paced or well paced.
Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about like real comedic and good refreshers, Thor Ragnarok. That's S tier.
Easy S tier.
That's one of the few I'd put S tier too. Thor Ragnarok is amazing, in my opinion.
Zach?
Oh yeah, 100% on board.
What the heck's
Thor? We're all just like, yeah.
Well, that's one that's just like if it's on TV, like you're gonna watch it. Like,
it's so fun.
What I thought is like a high tier that these two disagreed with me, Zach. So I'm interested to see your opinion, as someone who is likes all of Marvel stuff. Is the latest Spider-Man, the one where all of them merge?
Oh, No Way Home,
multiverse thing. No Way Home.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's like a nostalgia trip, right? Like
it's so good.
It's like a family.
They were able to.
Yeah,
but how they were able to bring it all together so well, because I thought they did a very good job bringing everybody together, and the whole playoffs of everybody. I thought that deserved a high rating.
It felt awkward at moments, but I thought overall that I agree. It was fairly seamless, and they they gave the fans what they want, but they made an attempt to tell a good story with it too.
Yeah, I'd put it maybe at like B tier for me. I don't think it's amazing.
It'd be a B for me. I think I agree. So
I'm sorry,
Sean. Personally, it's an A, but personally, it's an A. But
it was. I went in with like way higher expectations too. I went in with like this is like an amazing Marvel movie, and it was like it was okay. Like I don't know. Peter, I don't know. It wasn't like as great to me, but it was fun. It was fun. I'll give you that. I actually like Doctor Strange more.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
can we go ahead
off topic.
Oh, sorry. Continue. I didn't mean to disrupt your Doctor Strange thought.
I was just gonna say I like Doctor Strange a lot more than No Way Home. I think a lot of people would disagree with me, but I would have.
I think it is a better film.
The multiverse one.
Oh, multiverse.
Multiverse of Madness.
Wait, really?
Honestly, but
no.
here's the thing.
The first Doctor Strange, yes.
No, I didn't like either of those. Honestly, I'd put this right here. Where's Doctor Strange? Where's Doctor Strange?
Multiverse of Madness. It's middle bottom.
Middle bottom. There. I'd put this like right here.
You say what level you're putting it up.
And then I'd put I'm putting these all basically in C tier for everyone that's listening to this. Where's the original Doctor? Man, I'm so bad at this. There it is. No.
See, now you know what I did.
I'll find it. I'll find it.
No. I told you guys, I think it was a year ago.
Top center.
I watched the ultimate Marvel movie cut, like ever. Zach, I don't know if you've heard of this, but it's a fan cut of every Marvel movie and TV show in Phase 3, starting with Iron Man, ending with I think WandaVision or Black Widow, like one of those two. And it's cut and like all combined chronologically. So like the flashback scenes in some movies are cut to be earlier in the whole watch scheme. So like one of the first scenes you see is like when the Valkyries are attacking the goddess of death.
How long is this?
Oh, it's like 3 days.
It's like a lot of content.
It took me like a month and a half to watch.
Okay, so you just like you slowly watched it over time.
Yeah, I watched a couple hours a day.
It's like your Game of Thrones, but just Marvel content. It's all there.
It took so long, but I finished it. So I have like different aspects of how things happened.
Yeah, it's gonna be really trippy for something like the Infinity War. Endgame scenes with time travel.
Yeah.
Like
WandaVision as well. I don't know if you've seen the TV show, but the WandaVision show takes place out of order, but in the cut, it's ordered in a way. So then I started watching the TV show. I'm like, oh, this happened at this time. So it's intriguing to see that.
Yeah,
that's really weird.
That'd be a cool perspective to see it at. I wonder where Loki takes place. Before, after, in between, what happens?
Outside of time and stuff.
It would just be like the first thing you see, and then you watch the rest of it.
Well, technically, it's a different version of reality, I guess. So
it's like it can take.
It's a little screwy. I just really want a season 2 of that.
Yeah,
you could do a whole podcast just on like time travel stuff in Marvel.
So. Oh yeah, that's a bit too much.
Scary corridor to go down.
It is a scary corridor.
Mm-hmm.
So I like what you have there, I think, but I would put the first Doctor Strange higher. I thought that was a phenomenal film.
Yeah,
I'll put it higher. Well, we can deliberate if we want past this if we want, but I'll keep this going.
I'd still say No Way Home is on par with the OG Doctor Strange.
I'll put it at high C for now. Okay. For now.
But no, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was terrible. After I think we had our initial reviews on it.
It was not great, but it was still good.
I thought it was like C.
I would put it at like a C.
Yeah, I think it was like 70%. Like
Zach, you need to be the tiebreaker here.
For
would you go?
Madness?
Would you go D?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I like where we have it. I liked Wanda in the film. She was honestly like my favorite part of it. Like the whole horror element to it was great, but it felt a little too all over the place for me at times.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people hated that movie.
That's kind of the idea.
Yeah, it was supposed to be strange and weird.
It's a little mad.
Yeah, it's a little mad. Not in the way people thought it would be, though.
Thanks for the pity laugh, Sean.
I'm not even going to award you that. You can sit there in your suffering.
Honestly, what do you guys...
Has anyone seen Jessica Jones?
No.
No.
Is it good or is it...
Nah.
Okay, so it's down.
Don't give
there
a fuck.
It's got David Tennant in it, which like immediately makes it at least pretty decent. He's a really good bad guy in that.
But is he in it as Doctor Who?
Actually fucked up. No, he's not Doctor Who.
He's not in it as Doctor Who.
He's the antagonist in that, and he is genuinely so like he's absolutely terrifying.
Like in Morbius.
Morbius is S tier.
It's also a different actor, but another doctor from Doctor Who.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That'd be funny if they met.
Isn't Morbius Marvel?
Morbius is a Marvel thing.
It is actually
Sony Marvel.
So yeah,
it's Marvel.
It's not on here, I don't think.
It's Marvel with an asterisk.
Speaking at Marvel, I didn't think Captain Marvel was all that great.
No, I'd put Captain Marvel in D.
It's a D
put
tier.
it in. Don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck.
Oh, it's not amazing.
You can leave it in D, I think.
Yeah. I feel like don't give a fuck is like I'm not gonna watch it and I really don't want to watch it. That's what I would. That's kind of what I'd put.
I was just so bored.
Like Moon Knight in.
Moon Knight, yes, actually though.
Unless Moon Knight appears in like a major movie, then I won't watch it. That's what happened with Ant-Man.
So I'm the only one
like,
who's seen Moon Knight then?
I think so, yeah.
I guess. Is it good?
I finished it, but it was more of a pity finish. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I know the feeling.
The multiple personality thing, the British character just got annoying for me. I just couldn't I don't know.
Okay. That's a thing.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac, I think, is a great actor, but yeah, I don't think.
I don't think it was his best performance. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Well, he may not have gotten the best resources. I don't know.
But where are we on the Ant-Man movies? I thought that OG Ant-Man might be
OG
C.
Ant-Man was pretty good.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think so.
I'm super neutral on Ant-Man in general. Like this would maybe be D.
The second one is D tier.
Better than Captain. I'll put it behind. Do you guys like? Is it B? Okay. Is it that good?
For me it is, but if you guys don't, I get it. I liked. I just liked who he was as a character, like coming in as like the thief. I wish they had played on that side of it more, of him like being a criminal and then stepping into that. Also, it's Paul Rudd, he's just an excellent comedian. Like he's got great timing.
Yeah.
But
who's the guy who's like a really fast talker in that show? Like his friend.
Oh man, what are you looking for? The actor
Michael Pena. Michael Pena.
Yeah, Michael Pena.
Do you remember? I don't know if you remember the rumors but when Endgame was going to come out, they're like, that guy should come on screen and do like the pre-roll of everything that's happened so far in the Marvel.
That would have actually been awesome.
It would have been the best if like if the movie starts, there's a chair and this guy comes in. It's like, all right, so what happened was, it would have been amazing. Missed opportunity, honestly.
Yeah, that could have been good.
Although it would have set up. I think it would have been like a weird setup because it would have been a joke, and then immediately it's super
the
depressing.
way Endgame started was perfect. So I can't fault him for that.
I mean, the way Infinity War ended was perfect.
Both. I mean, it was a perfect movie. That's S tier.
I mean,
is that already there?
Let's just put those both in S tier.
Wait. Sorry. I missed that conversation a little bit. I blacked out when you said that Endgame was like decent.
What?
Are you being facetious or what's the?
No, I think Endgame's legitimately a C tier title. I do not think Endgame's that good.
What?
I do not think
even
Endgame's that
me.
good.
I'm like
very
divisive.
little taste in movies.
No,
like
you got to throw it up to like A at least.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
dude.
S.
Was anyone at all worried about how the movie was going to end?
What do you mean?
Who did you? Okay, I feel like with Endgame, I walked into that movie theater and I knew exactly how it was going to end.
Yes.
But that's not cool. Like I don't like that.
Yes,
I don't like that.
But it ended so well.
Like,
I mean,
we
dude,
spent a year in agony with all of our fallen heroes. They were going to bring him back. There was no question about that.
But I feel like it was
point.
just like it wasn't. I don't know. Like it was a little messy. Thanos wasn't as cool in this movie. He was like more just bad guy.
CGI
He was
moments
dead.
That were very bad.
yeah.
But
dude, Iron Man though,
back.
just like that moment, man. Holy fuck! Like
That
I mean,
was a
you
good
knew it was going to
moment.
happen, but
again, it's a moment. But like to
that's
me,
true. It is a moment.
where like
For me, it's
the
the
fight-
power of having that many top tier, high performing
moment
actors
can make a movie.
and actresses in one
Just saying.
place, and then executing it so well in this massive battle that, yeah, okay, there was a lot going on, and it could have maybe been done a little bit better. But
everybody got a decent amount of screen time.
Yes.
though. Like you saw mini resolutions for everybody.
I feel like you could have just wrote it that Captain Marvel comes down and punches Thanos and then it's done. I don't know. There's like these weird.
But she didn't though. Like she destroyed the ship, and
she
that was
destroyed
all
the
she
ship.
did essentially.
That's
and
kind
then
of
she
like
got beat up by Thanos.
It's kind of like a cop out because it's like, well, yeah, you can write anything in, blah blah blah. But I don't know. It just was so far away from Infinity War in my opinion. And like to me, if I'm going to reference other Marvel movies, I think Civil War is better, a lot better. I think the first Avengers is a lot better. I don't know. I just thought it was like kind of a weaker film. Like I just knew what was going to happen. I had no concerns or any like suspense really throughout the movie. They used like the time travel thing to fix all the stuff, and yeah, it kind of works, but it just seemed a little bit more muddy to me compared to like a lot of the other films, at least in Marvel even.
I would argue that it's not a great movie, but it's a good Marvel movie. Like it did its job. Like it gave the fans what they were craving.
I would also say it's a good movie though. Like yes, there's no surprises, Colton. Like
Mike, you got to back me up here. You can't be
but
saying
it's a
this is
superhero movie.
I'm unfortunately
you can't have a superhero movie that's like a bad resolution.
Yeah,
I mean
dude,
that's like
for me. There was
think
so
you
much
can.
emotional payoff for it. Like
yeah.
See, I didn't get any emotional
And there
payoff
was a
because I
bad
knew.
ending. You had
dude,
Tony died.
I got some watery eyes when
I tear up
Tony
every
died.
time.
Really?
Yeah,
'Cause,
I was like,
that was like, I don't know. That was just like everywhere. Maybe that was ruined for me because like everyone was talking like right after Infinity War. They're like, yeah, Tony's gonna die because he's done with his contract, and yeah. And I kept hearing that.
I saw
and
that
I'm like,
movie
I guess
3
he's gonna
times in
die.
theaters.
That's your fault for being influenced by media. So
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't think Endgame is that
It's on
good.
you.
I can't. I would not want to put it above.
if you
B
can't
tier.
put it in S, then you at least have to put it in A for the other 3 people in this chat that are correct.
I mean, yeah, I have to bend. I have to
If
bend.
we average this, it would still be S.
No, no. It would be A. I'll put it in A under
But
Loki.
if we're gonna do that, then based on the conversation we just had, then you have to put Infinity War in S.
Oh, I'm a Infinity War
Put
S
it there
tier
right
man.
now. Put it there right
Where
now.
is Infinity War? Infinity War was like,
Put it.
I can't fight it. I'm so bad at fighting these in the tier list.
It's hard.
Yeah.
I think Infinity War is like my favorite Marvel movie.
Dude. I'm gonna start a timer every time Colton has to mouse over to a movie.
Yeah. I think it's the best Marvel movie. The other movie, okay, you want me to if you guys are okay with changing the topic, one of my other favorite movies that I'd actually put in S tier probably. Oh, we already have 3 S tier movies. I would put
Oh dear.
is this Winter Soldier? I'd put Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier?
Really high.
Yeah.
put
I'd agree with
at
that.
least
Winter
S.
Soldier
I'm
is
so with you.
S tier.
Yeah.
S tier.
You think it's S tier? Okay. I'll put it above
Yeah.
Iron Man. I could see A
Yeah,
tier.
I'd put it
I
S tier.
love
What,
No,
Iron
yeah,
Man?
we could put it.
Winter
We can put
Soldier.
it up there. Either one. I won't be butthurt if it's not.
Put it
S.
low S tier.
I think it's better than
Iron
Iron Man.
Man deserves S tier.
Yeah. Okay, here's a controversial one. I think OG Avengers is like B or C tier.
I think it's B or C tier as well.
What did I do?
I think it's just other Avengers movies.
Is reality hitting you, Zach?
Why are you streaming stuff, Sean?
Avengers is amazing because it gives you the combination for the first time. Like, that is the story of how everybody comes together. And if you're there for the story, if you think Infinity War has a great conclusion, then you have to acknowledge that the first Avengers has a great beginning.
I feel like you can't just say like they all get together and like, yeah, it's S tier.
If I soul search right now, there is at least an hour of that movie that I don't care about.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
There's some good moments. Like, I mean, I love the moment where was it Thor? Black Widow's talking to Thor. Is like, he's killed 80 people in 2 days. He's like, oh, he's adopted. Like, he's my brother, but he's adopted.
He's adopted.
Yeah.
And like, all right, and like, them, kind of like the storming phase of their relationship, right? Where they're like all their egos
like everybody
are clashing.
learning to get together for the first time,
Yeah, and it's iconic, but I feel like if Iron Man has aged like a nice wine, Avengers has not aged well. It's like a white wine that's left in the sun.
It's like a white wine.
Yeah, I gotta agree.
I don't
with you
understand
guys,
this.
Yeah,
no. This is all good.
Sean, you put everything above B tier. I feel like
I don't want to. I don't want to agree with you. It's one of those movies.
Look, I filled out the list. You can reference my.
Oh, you already filled it out, Sean. There's already a problem. You have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have like 8 movies in S tier. That is not true.
I gotta take a look at this.
No, that's
you add columns to this, or rows. I mean, because I only have A through D.
You need a gear, and then hit the gear, and then add row.
Yeah.
And then you can edit the row to say something.
Gotcha. You put Iron Man 2 in S?
Iron Man 2 is amazing.
Oh my gosh. I feel like this invalidates the whole thing. It just invalidates the whole thing, Sean.
No, you gotta stop that.
Completely
I just rewatched this movie. It's a great movie.
No.
Like,
I think
it's actually character development for Tony for the first time. Like, he's
and
still
Iron Man 1 wasn't character development.
Yeah, I was gonna say if Iron Man 1 is not
still a
character
narcissistic jerk, leading up to the second one, and then
Tony's
that's his
a narcissistic jerk all the time, even in like Infinity
but he's
War.
less of one after the second one.
Yeah, I think the one time he's not like a narcissistic jerk is like after Endgame when literally everyone dies and he like is fucking traumatized.
Yeah. I'm just saying character development and like tech development. I love a good like that was the last movie where we had a really good engineering scene, we're going to create a new element. Like, come on, that was so cool.
That's just so specific though. Like I can't put it in S tier for that. Yeah, I can't. That is bullshit. You can't just be like a new element.
That is one moment. He makes a particle that I've talked about now.
He makes a particle accelerator in his basement.
In his house. Come on.
I feel like
that's awesome.
I don't know. You're stretching my like limits of imagination. Like I need consistency. I can't like have the writers just write stuff in to make things happen.
To be fair, we're talking about a movie with aliens and fucking shit like that. But still,
yeah. I mean,
I'm not giving that the pass though. I can't give that the pass.
Hey, this is my list. I don't care what you think.
Sean, I cannot live with Iron Man 2. Oh wait, I'm just gonna put Iron Man 2 in
C tier.
No, I'm gonna probably put it in like D or don't give a fuck tier.
No, see here the reason I don't think you can go that low is because that's where Iron Man 3 is gonna end up.
Yes, exactly.
And we can all agree that Iron Man 2 is better than Iron Man 3. So I would put 3 in don't give a fuck and put 2 in like D or C.
I agree 2 is better than 3. But I still enjoy 3.
Why haven't we really?
I don't enjoy 3. I'm sorry.
Isn't Iron Man 3 like in Thor 2 tier? Like
I've watched it like twice.
It's actually in Thor 2.
Yeah.
I've watched the movie like 5 times.
Wait. Before we do anything, why isn't Thor 2 in Thor 2 tier?
Yeah, I need to put Thor 2.
Like, we have to get that right off the bat.
I mean,
yeah, get Thor 2
the Dark World
is,
I mean, there's literally a tier named after it.
It's not that great.
Even Sean admits to it not being that great.
Sean, you don't even have like an F tier. You all just D or above.
Yeah, because Well, I don't know. There's some movies that I probably wouldn't watch again, and that's probably. But even still, I've seen those movies like a couple times. So I don't know. Like Hulk, I've seen that like 2 or 3 times. Venom, I've only seen that once. Captain Marvel, I've seen twice. Thor: Love and Thunder only once. Spider-Man 2, I've only seen once, and that's my lowest tier. Everything else, I've seen way more than that.
Yeah, because you go by like watch frequency, not really like
or like how much I enjoy rewatching it still.
Yeah.
Slash
That's true.
what
You're
my
the type
initial
of person who
impressions were.
does rewatch stuff, right? You rewatch a lot of anime.
I rewatched. Tons of stuff.
I've never been.
Never been
like
a rewatch. Yeah, me neither.
You also are not someone who watches anything. So like,
Mike
like
watches
the
a lot
full
of stuff.
thing.
That sounds
very
hurtful.
Skip through things all the time.
Oh, that's true. Okay, so this is Sean giving me shit because one thing I've really gotten into of recent is Critical Role, which is extremely popular.
It's a D&D podcast.
The D&D, yeah.
It's pretty long running, like the most popular on them.
And I just I'll watch clips of it, but I don't want to watch. Same thing with like VTubers or shit like that. I'm just I don't want to watch entire streams because
there's a lot of podcasts, a lot of content. There's over 1,000+ hours of content. So
and so
tough to get through.
Yeah, and where you're the person who watches every single moment of it. I'm I'm good. I'll watch the highlight reels and some of the compilations and funny moments, but I don't want to slog through 3-hour stream and then do that the next, and then
Now I know, and I'm not gonna harp on it too much because you enjoy content the way you enjoy content.
Yeah.
But in a way, it's I'm gonna watch Infinity War, but I'm only gonna watch the scenes where Thanos is killed and they all come together and a couple big moments,
Yeah, that's literally what I do.
Because who wants to watch the whole movie when the movie's mid?
Sean is his mind is what the fuck? Actually,
it's just I just Zach, can't understand it.
Zach,
personally.
Which camp are you in, or are you in neither? And both of us are wrong.
For which? What are we talking about right now?
Watch frequency. Do you rewatch full movies or only clips of movies?
Or now we're just kind of in movies in general.
You can say anything.
Yeah, this is the almost a podcast, man. We just go off on tangents, right?
Yeah. This is a good chance.
It's an hour-long tangent, and then you're
I can see Sean's trying to derail the tier list.
Yeah,
I think he's already put his tier list up here.
Now that I've come out with the official tier list,
no,
we don't need to do this anymore.
I think what we're creating is the average, right? We're creating the average of all of us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is a consensus.
Man, I feel like when I sit down to watch a movie, I commit. I'm gonna do it.
Right?
I'll throw on something and fall asleep to it if I'm tired and it's a Saturday night or whatever and I just don't care. But if I'm actually intending to watch something, I think I watch the whole thing.
The exception is the Snyder Cut. That was a 2-day thing.
2-day thing.
Well, that's an overcommitment, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's at least B tier.
You're also talking to the person who's watched these super long cuts of things. I've also sat down and watched all of the Star Wars movies, beginning to end, nonstop.
Nonstop.
Well, I've done that with Lord of the Rings, but Lord of the Rings holds a special place in my heart, and that's a thing, right?
And so does Infinity War in my heart.
Well, good for you, Sean.
My heart's just bigger.
It is. Yeah.
More movie.
There's just too much crap shoved in there.
Yeah, it's diseased and
Sean's just he's bigger hearted. I'm the Grinch here. My heart, shrunk 3 sizes.
It's shrunk around Rivendell and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just call it fucking Rivendell? Funny.
What's it called?
It's Rivendell.
Triggered.
Imladris.
Did I say it wrong?
Wait, yeah.
Not Dale, but Dell. Rivendell.
Yeah.
Rivendell.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know either.
I should know that. I'm a nerd enough to know that.
Is Civil War S tier or A tier?
I think it's A tier. Oh man. I think Civil War. This is one of them where I wouldn't be mad if it was an S tier, but we've got too many S tier movies up here. Got to break some down in A tier. There's only 4.
Well, hold on. Don't feel like it has to be this balancing game of there has to be 4 in every category. That's not how.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
I'm just
You're rating it on the movie.
I think Civil War is an A. It was intense.
Yeah.
I didn't. That was one where I wasn't really sure what was going to happen. Like I was like, oh my god, when both sides are like the good guys, you don't know who's going to win and who's going to lose. That was intense.
Like every side has their merits,
Yeah,
that's what was
I thought that
was.
Yeah. I thought it was a good movie.
And there's some good drama, good emotional payoff.
I liked the concept of a villain who was never out to like become more powerful than the heroes. All he wanted to do was turn them against each other. And
Oh yeah,
that was sweet.
Zemo's a great villain. I mean, and he was in the Captain America, or was it Falcon and Winter Soldier? That's what it was.
Yeah, I liked his character in that show.
Yeah,
he probably saved the show for me because it was a little bit a little bit dry up until then.
Yeah. I guess if I throw that up there,
I liked
it
in What If too. I like seeing all that stuff in
Captain
What If.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier can't be higher than a C, like maybe a D even. It's not that.
I gave it a C.
Oh, Captain Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I haven't seen it, so you guys can dictate that one.
D,
C or D?
D. I thought it was at least like interesting.
I think for our main actors, they're worthy of a C, but I think for the overall story, it was one of the less interesting TV shows.
I really liked Hawkeye as a TV show.
Really?
Like I thought that was really fun.
Which one?
I haven't seen
Hawkeye.
Yeah, I don't know. The Christmas theme was interesting. I would put it at least a C. Maybe.
Well, did you watch it around Christmas? Because I watched it as it was airing, leading up to Christmas.
Yes, I did. I watched it. I did.
Yeah,
it was in December.
That was cool. I like the timeliness of it.
A lot of people don't like the Kate Bishop character. A lot of people gave her a hard time, and
I didn't like her at the beginning, but I grew to like her as time went on.
Yeah, my favorite character was Yelena. Like, let's be real.
She's pretty good in that movie.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm just gonna kill you too.
I think it may be even worthy of a B tier just because of Yelena. No, but
I need to watch this.
C tier.
Yeah. That made Black Widow. She made Black Widow. Honestly, I thought that.
Oh, absolutely. Black Widow was so boring, and then you had Yelena, which was just fun.
Which was better.
Why do you always do that thing with your hair? You know?
Exactly right. Yeah. It's just like
funny. It's just good fun.
Such a
poser.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I still think Black Widow's C tier though, or C or D.
Oh, it's D tier.
I gave it a C.
All right, D tier.
I also liked was it Harper in it? The guy
Oh yeah. From
which guy?
Oh, the Stranger Things guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Harper.
He's like the Soviet Captain America, and he's just fun because he's just a dad. I mean, let's be real. Like that's
Yep.
He's got a lot of issues, but yeah.
Yeah, he's just an old drunk dad. He's great.
It's so funny how shows of like Stranger Things or Game of Thrones or Marvel just completely like, I don't want to say ruin an actor's career or actress's career, but like you are that character. Yeah, that is your Yeah.
Well, you're typecasted, right? Like they.
Yeah.
Like, well, not even that, but like Iron Man is Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. He's not just an action hero. He is that character, and that's how people.
He said it in the first movie. I am Iron Man. Like that's it. That's his career now.
Yeah. That's the rest of your
life. I wonder what he's
done.
Has he been in anything since?
He actually makes a couple. He's made a couple.
Well, yeah.
He's a good actor in general.
Films.
Yeah.
He's a good actor, but I'm gonna look up Robert.
Was it the Judge one?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I forget the total.
IMDb. He is known top one, known for Iron Man.
Yeah, he's like his dad's the judge, and he's a defense attorney, I think.
Yeah.
He was in Doolittle. After Endgame.
Yeah.
And he is a good Sherlock Holmes. We have to.
Oh yeah.
To that.
Oh, he was a good Sherlock Holmes.
I was asked this recently though. Cumberbund or
why did you say his name like that? What does that
because
mean?
It's so fun because his name's so
Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch, yeah. But yeah, Benedictine Cumberbund. Because
why?
It's just a meme, man. It's just a meme.
Just say his name right. Like it's not that hard.
Yeah. No, but
Doolittle was the last thing Robert Downey Jr. was in.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
It's 2020. Jeez.
Yeah.
Feels like it's been like ages. I didn't
You're
even
saying
watch
like
the movie.
as Sherlock Holmes?
Absolutely, yeah.
I think Robert Downey Jr. is a bit better.
Yeah.
Or I enjoyed his better than I did the
Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Cumberbatch name generator right now. Sorry. It's one of my favorite things of all time. Blasphemy Cabbage Patch.
I didn't know this was the thing.
Blasphemy Cabbage Patch. I like that one.
Rumble Sack Cumbercooch.
Jesus, what's going on?
Burglary Bumper Splat. Bendy Dick Cabbage Patch. Oh, that's a repeat.
These are just a stretch.
Bendy Dick Cabbage Patch. I think, yeah.
Buttercup. That's spelled wrong, but Bagel Snatch. Bangle Snatch. Sorry. Oh, I can't even say this. That's French. All right, I'm done. I'm out. Bois Crample Snutch. Yeah. Okay.
It's like getting further and further away, more cursed.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, check that out sometime. But my favorite Sherlock Holmes. Oh boy.
Mine's Benedict, personally, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I haven't watched a lot either or, so I don't have a strong opinion.
I think the more interesting
I do want to finish the TV show.
I think yes, we should. I think the more interesting is Cumberbatch, but I like the lightheartedness of Robert Downey Jr.'s.
Mm-hmm. I like the slow-mo figuring out what he's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool,
and
yeah.
I saw opening night, the second one, opening night in theaters. And when he did the chair scene, everybody lost their minds. It was so good.
The chair scene? Huh.
At the very end, when everyone thinks he's dead, and he does the preluded or whatever you call that. The beginning of the movie, he I'm working this camouflage thing, and then he does the thing, and no one saw it, but they did it practically, which was amazing.
Oh yeah,
like he was just wearing it, and they had him be super still. Like that was genius.
Mm-hmm.
Genius.
What did you just do there, Colton? What have you got going for us?
I put Hulk.
I put Hulk in Thor 2 tier. I don't like Hulk very much. I thought most people would not argue with that.
Yeah, I gave it the bottom.
It's not super rewatchable.
Yeah,
it's also not the same actor, so it's a bit tough.
Yeah, that's tough. That is tough. I'm gonna put Age of Ultron
C tier.
I could do C or B.
C.
Under original.
So I'm actually with Sean on this one. I actually really like Age of Ultron.
You like Age of Ultron more than the original?
I thought he is honestly probably in my top 2 or 3 villains in Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Is it like Thanos, Zemo, and villain Ultron?
Well, wait, Ultron is already there. Who did?
No, I was saying. So your top 3 are like Thanos, Zemo, and Ultron.
Oh, as villains go. Oh, okay,
as villains, yeah.
So funny enough, I actually think Gore the God Butcher is one of my favorite villains. I think he was just he was dealt a bad hand by the movie that he was in.
Yeah, he was.
He was one of my favorite villains. They just
he's
did
a good
such
villain.
a horrible job placing him in a movie. I feel terrible for.
I mean, I feel like we could have seen several movies of him just being the main villain, unstoppable, and then killed.
Yeah.
To resolve that in a single movie was a bit rushed.
Like the only good scene in that Thor movie to me is the one where he captures the three of them on that dark twisted planet or whatever, and has them engulfed in the darkness.
Yeah, that was pretty.
And
good.
He's being all spooky. Like that was sick. That's the only redeeming part of that movie to me.
Yeah. So you like the horror, darker elements of the movie?
Yeah, that's why I like Wanda. Like the twisted version of Wanda.
Yeah, it's good.
I'll give this.
Here's a question I have, Zach. This for the more enlightened of us.
No, I just.
Or the more.
Where does Eternals take place?
Yeah.
In the time scale here.
Sorry, say that again.
Where does Eternals take place in the time scale? Because it must be after everything, really.
Oh, wait. Before you do anything,
in the timeline?
It's in DGAF.
Cool.
No, Eternals is like at least C, like
God,
timeline,
no, it's
because
DGAF.
Because
I'm with
I
Sean.
really liked the stuff that it was going for,
C.
but it was just so out of left field that there was no build up for it, and they never referenced it again because it came out before the end of Phase 3, I think. Yet they never and a Celestial popped out of the Earth partially. But they don't talk. They could have at least referenced it on a news article.
Well, we know it's post Phase 3 or 4 or whatever, because we meet the brother of Thanos at the end of the film, and he's aware of the fact that Thanos was defeated. Also, the characters in the film are aware of the fact that Thanos was defeated.
That's true. So it's after that. But then there was another movie I thought that came out post that.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. They didn't reference that at all in Spider-Man.
Well, isn't the big celestial guy, isn't he like in the Arctic? Isn't that where he pops up?
Yeah. No, he's in the middle.
He was in the middle of the
Pacific.
ocean, I think.
The reason that no one mentioned it is because no one cares. No one gives a fuck about Eternal.
There was a celestial in the latest Thor movie too. At the place where all the gods live, there was a celestial outside the palace.
There was also a celestial in Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's just
yeah.
They've tried to keep that on the down low so they can build up to it very slowly over time.
I'm sure it's
it put forth a lot of stuff that I was interested in. I just wish they had done a little bit of a job / also done the usual Marvel thing of incorporating it into other movies.
Yeah, I don't know that it deserves Don't Give a Fuck, but I don't think it deserves to be high on the list. Like I'd put it at a D or a C.
I'll put it anywhere. I've only watched clips, so I'll put it at like, I don't know, high D. I'll put it at high D.
High D.
High D.
Yeah.
It
was cliche.
Has anyone watched Miss Marvel?
No, I've heard it's good.
I intend to, but
I've heard
Put it in haven't seen it. Put it in haven't seen
Haven't seen it.
Yeah. I've heard it's actually really good. Surprisingly.
Okay. We'll have to reconvene on that one.
Yeah.
Reconvene.
I might actually watch it just to see if it's good. But the concept's kind of weird on that one. Coming from not being like a huge Marvel fan, I guess.
Put Daredevil there too.
It's basically Shang-Chi, like they find a thing and it makes them powerful.
I'm disappointed that you guys...
Yeah, that's really disappointing because Daredevil, I'm with Zach on Daredevil that it's amazing.
I think it's really good.
It's either A or S tier.
Okay.
I mean, we could put it in B if you guys want. I mean, if two of us have seen it, I'll put it high B.
Yeah. Well, sorry. Daredevil, like season 1 and 2. Season 3 went off the rails with like the Defenders shit too. I thought it was a little bit, but I thought like especially like season 2 with Punisher, dude, so good.
I also, for some reason, just like really like its Catholic roots. Like I like that that's part of the story too. I don't know. It just like adds to his character, and like when he goes and has conversations with the priest about like, is this right or wrong what I'm doing, beating people up on the streets? Like it actually poses a question that the rest of the films don't,
true.
right?
Yeah.
Like Hulk just runs around murdering people, and it's like, well,
Yeah. It's just another Tuesday.
It just happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
Morality.
Oh, that's another amazing scene in Age of Ultron when he fights Hulk. That was awesome.
Wait, Infinity War, you mean?
It was Age of Ultron.
When Hulk comes up to Ultron.
When you're talking about when Iron Man fights him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a really cool sequence.
That was such a good
It's very well done from
love the
effects team.
Just from like an in-universe perspective, the preparation against Hulk. Like Banner worked on this with Tony to fight the Hulk just in case. I love that whole contingency plan.
Yeah, superhero contingency plans against each other are kind of fun. There's that clip on YouTube where Batman goes with all the strategies
I think the exact same one.
Yeah, that's a cool. That is like a dark.
What's the clip?
It's like where Batman is like recording a contingency plan to take down each person of like the DC version of the Avengers,
the
Justice League.
Yeah,
and
it's Kevin Conroy doing the voice too, which is like Batman animated series, like the OG Batman, right? So
yeah,
sure.
It's just
at
like
least in my mind.
It's like an interesting / kind of dark, like, oh, I guess this could happen, but like like just the fact that that's there and he's doing it is just really interesting.
And he gets fucked up with it too, right? Like,
does he? Oh, yeah. He gets fucked up with...
Some of the things are like you go after the family and you like basically threaten family to like...
how to take him down,
Yeah. He's like brutally honest, which is like very interesting. I love that stuff.
Well, that is Batman's MO, you have to... He's wins by all means necessary.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Except for killing.
Except for killing, yeah. Put him in jail.
Which breaks,
Yeah. At least in the movies he does. I feel like he just like accidentally throws a guy into like a light box and he's that the guy's dead. He's shocked to death. Fuse box. Yeah. But all right, back to Marvel.
Yeah, I want to walk through these Spider-Man movies real quick. Spider-Man number uno.
Wait, are we counting these?
Yeah, I think we have to.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say let's do it. Just for fun.
The first two Spider-Mans, amazing. Spider-Man 2.
How amazing was the Amazing Spider-Man?
Iteration.
Yeah.
And then the second iteration is down with Spider-Man 3. I think.
Is Spider-Man 3 a C
But then the
movie?
third iteration is above all of them, I think.
Well, hold on. Oh dear. Are you talking iterations as in actors, or are you talking iterations as in
Yes.
Actors.
So Tobey Maguire,
start?
1 and 2.
Let's just start with Tobey Maguire a minute.
Okay.
Where are I think Spider-Man 1's like B or C, and then Spider-Man 2 is above that wherever that goes.
I think it's
above. I'll put it in
Yeah,
A.
absolutely.
Then Spider-Man 3 is probably either C or D. I don't know what that would be.
It's got to fall off.
Yeah,
the only good thing that came out of Spider-Man 3 is the Bully Maguire memes.
Yeah. Fantastic for the memes. I do love it for the memes.
But again, not part of the movie,
tier
so
list would be awesome.
Oh, yes.
memes.
Yeah, that would be really good, actually.
So next week, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, the third one of Tobey Maguire, not that great. But then the next guy,
Andrew Garfield?
Garfield, 1 and 2, I would rate them about the same as Spider-Man 3.
Yes. Yeah.
Honestly.
I don't think they're that good. Rip.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I really enjoyed the first one. I thought it was like a good, new thing. It was new CG, and it looked good. But the second one, I really didn't like because of how Mary Jane died.
Everyone hates how that happened. Yeah.
I mean, Gwen Stacy?
Gwen Stacy. I was like...
See, this is how much you care about it.
Visually upset. Visually.
I thought you said
I had a reaction. I was
you were legit. You're like, I can't believe this.
I was upset when this happened, which is also why I think the multiverse one is super good.
That was
because
a big
of how it gives them a resolution for that. They get their own resolutions.
That was like the best part of the movie. Yeah,
I had a whole discussion about this where it's an amazing movie. I'm remembering my thoughts from before we talked about this.
Okay.
Because it's an amazing movie because they give resolutions to character arcs from previous movies. I don't think that's ever been done before. So it was really cool.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not always an option.
It's not, but that's why it's interesting and amazing that they did it.
Yeah. I'm going to throw this out there. This is kind of, I agree with this, but this is also coming, like, the structure of this is coming from an old friend of mine who was a huge Spider-Man fanboy, like even like read all the comic books and stuff like that. And
Nerd.
I'm in total agreement with him. Yes, he is a total nerd. But I think that, and he thinks as well, is that Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire ones, has the best portrayal of Peter Parker. Maybe a bit old, but like kind of his situation, right? Not kind of down to the dumps, can be kind of
I can see that, yeah.
Nice guy, but then also an asshole at times. And then, but Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man series, has the best portrayal of Spider-Man, where he's like
the hero.
Jokester, kind of, and like too arrogant in a lot of ways. And then
I can see that.
The last, which is Tom Holland, is kind of like a good balance between the.
Yeah,
I definitely can agree with that. I think for that reason I enjoy Tom Holland probably the most. Because in my mind, I'm coming from this position of I've never read the comics, but in my mind, Spider-Man as like a high school kid makes the most sense to me.
Yeah, it does.
Tobey Maguire being in college is past that, and then Tom Holland.
He was in high school.
Who's the other guy? Not Tom Holland.
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield. He was in high school at the time, but he did not look like he was in high school. Whereas Tom Holland,
Tobey Maguire did not look like he was in high school either.
He was going to college at the time.
The first movie he was in high school, he was a senior. Remember he fights Flash Gordon in the hall?
Yeah.
Bro.
He does look too old.
Not a real Marvel fan.
This was a Marvel at the time. He 100% it doesn't look like a high school kid, So I wouldn't want to fight me neither. That's why I think Tom Holland is the best merger. Agreeing with Michael here.
Oh man,
yeah.
It's tricky because I feel like I wish Tom Holland had more time away from the Avengers. That makes sense.
Same. I definitely agree with that.
One of his movies was kind of a little bit led by Robert Downey Jr., and I felt like that was taking away from his...
Or led by Doctor Strange.
Or led by the other Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
I actually don't feel like Tom Holland's series is the best, in my opinion.
Well, let's look at the only one where he's alone, which is Far From Home, right?
I really liked that film.
Far From Home?
Yeah. I liked Far From Home. I did.
I always get them mixed up.
That's the one with Mysterio.
Yeah, Mysterio.
Oh, yeah.
Jake
That was
Gyllenhaal.
crazy. That was really good.
Which was actually, I mean, the whole twist on it was pretty fun.
The twist on it was very interesting.
I like that movie more than the first Tom Holland movie.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
That's fair. I did really like, though, the first Tom Holland one.
It wasn't bad. I'm not saying it was bad, but I'm just saying I think it belongs, if we're going to put that one B, I'd put that one either low B or C.
Yeah.
I would say
you make a fair point.
I'd put this one in low B. I quite enjoyed it more than like the C tier movies. Actually, I had No Way Home at C, but I enjoyed these two movies more than No Way Home probably. In actuality,
but you'd put the multiversal Spider-Man film below those.
Yeah, would I? That's a good question.
I put it above. I gave it S tier.
I think I'd have to put it above. I don't know if I'd put it S. It'd probably be an A for me.
I still think it's C, but I can flex obviously because I'm not the only one here.
I know it's a fan service film. I just think it was executed so well.
Yeah.
All right, I'll put it in A.
I also recognize it's a fan service film, but it's like it worked so well.
They're both their entrances in the house with the.
Good.
My goodness! It's just, can you please like hang on the ceiling? Like really? Come on, man.
And it was also the thing of like. To me, because I always try to avoid spoilers. Like I saw the one thing of like the green screen of Tobey Maguire like on here, but then some people were like,
it's not real.
It's from another movie." Like up until the movie came out, it was never really it was never officially confirmed if they were in the movie.
Yeah, they kept it under wraps.
Which really I think they did a very good job on. So when going into the movie, I'm like, I don't know, it could be. And then when they did show up, it was just amazing. And I didn't think they were going to get both of them. I thought it was just going to be one, if anything.
Also,
so it was really a good shock to me.
The scene on the roof after Aunt May dies, and they go up there and they do I thought it was going to be cheesy when they did the whole great power comes great responsibility bit.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Man, I teared up a little bit though.
So it was. Yeah, I was.
I thought it was
too.
I think they did it right. It was pretty good. So,
dude, when Andrew Garfield teared up, I was like, dude, I feel you.
I feel
that sucks. Because his whole ending was so heartbreaking to me.
Yeah,
and just annoying and angry to me. Like that. Seeing his, him dealing with that, because that was the end of the movie. And, you never saw.
Your boy was like, for a while, I stopped pulling my punches, and I was like, oh my god!
I was like, holy shit!
Are we gonna get a movie where Andrew Garfield's murdering people?
Taking people out.
Amazing. Spider-Man.
This dude, Spider-Man's strong. He could cave in people's chests if he wanted to.
Yeah. They don't show that part, but he could.
That's crazy.
See, this is actually the part where the trailer actually made that scene even better too, because in the trailer they actually show Tom Holland mimicking the Andrew Garfield save scene.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, okay, spoiler alert, blah blah blah, whatever. But then the actual scene plays out. Tom Holland goes for it, gets wrecked, and then Andrew Garfield saves it. So that was actually really I was surprised.
It was so good,
even with the trailer. So, yeah, that was a great scene. One of my favorite scenes of the Marvel Universe, in all honesty. I'll give you that. That was one of my favorites.
All right. I don't know, maybe unpopular opinion, but I think the only TV show that could maybe deserve S tier for me is What If. I really like
You know what If convinced me of? What If really convinced me that what a shame that Peter Quill became Star-Lord. What
a shame.
Right? We could have had the greatest Star-Lord ever in T'Challa.
Black Panther. Yeah, T'Challa, yeah.
But instead we got Peter Quill. What a shame.
Yeah,
right?
That's rough.
You guys, so Colton, you don't agree? You don't like that series as much?
I thought it was good. I don't think it's S tier. I think it's below Loki. I could maybe give it B tier, but I'd probably put it in C tier. Willing to flex. I'm not super.
It's also totally different too because it's canon Marvel. But
animated.
It's also animated. Yeah, it's animated.
It's a fun. It's a good animated. Yeah, good animated series.
I thought it was a lot of fun, and that's why I'd put it. Yeah. I don't know if I'd put it.
I don't think I'd put it S, but yeah, I'd put it A. But if you want to put it B for the average out, that's totally.
Yeah. What do you think, Sean?
Put it high B.
I gave it B in my review, but I can be convinced for A.
Yeah, I don't know.
And maybe not every episode was equally as thrilling, but I
feel like I'm averaging out all the episodes.
I think they chose good stories to tell, and they put the characters in very particular places that we all kind of went, "Oh, that's not what I would have thought," but it makes total sense.
Yeah,
and I did like that we were able to see some, like it prepped you for the Multiverse of Madness a little bit.
Absolutely. A little bit, Captain Carter,
and Dark Doctor Strange and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll give it low A because I think it was pretty interesting, and they did take some risks, which I do appreciate. So we'll go with that.
Where are we putting Love and Thunder, guys?
Yo, that's bottom tier.
I put it at D.
I don't know. I would put either DGAF or not as bad as Thor 2. It's not as bad as
Thor 2, but I just don't really care, man.
It's DGAF. I don't care.
I wouldn't purposely I went to see it twice in theaters. And the only time I went the only reason I went the second time is so I could hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
Worst reason to go hang out with friends ever. We should have just stayed at the bar, man.
Yeah. Honestly, Shang-Chi, I'd put Shang-Chi at B.
I gave it C. I thought it was good, but
I think Shang-Chi is actually better than it's typical Marvel and a little bit better. Because with modern CG.
I gave it C just because it was also out of left field. The same way Eternals is just this different storyline that we have no basis for,
Yeah. I don't know. I like Shang-Chi more than just a lot of different movies, I guess.
They at least had fun with it. So my biggest gripe with Eternals is it's out of left field, but when you do something out of left field, you gotta have fun with it. Think about, you have Ragnarok, you have Guardians of the Galaxy. Those are iconic movies because they went out of left field and they were comedic and fun and
I guess
expanded boundaries. Whereas Eternals it took itself too seriously, and it was boring. I mean, that's the main reason I put it in D tier. It's just fucking boring. But
so in Shang-Chi, Wong comes in at the end and he's like, "Yo,
that was great."
Or whatever.
Was that the karaoke scene?
Yeah, the karaoke scene was good. I just realized. I was rewatching Prometheus the other night.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And Wong is in it.
Yes.
I did a double take because he's so much thinner in that movie.
Yep.
And younger.
He? Huh. Okay.
I was like, wait, that sounds it looks a little bit like Wong. I had to look it up and see that it was the same actor.
He dies early, right? Oh, spoiler alert for anyone watching right now.
Watch Prometheus.
Go watch Prometheus and then come back.
No, he dies
It's
at the
a 10-year-old movie. It doesn't matter.
He's one of the pilots that sacrificed himself to take out the ship before it launches.
You're right. Man, that movie, I watched it and I can't decide if it was good or not. I think it was good. I think it was pretty good, right?
It's good. It definitely has some annoying characters for me.
Yeah.
But but overall it's good. But I think every Alien does. You have that annoying character that gets themselves killed.
Yeah.
Or doesn't make the right choices.
What's kind of to make you hope that they do, right? You're like, oh, that guy's going first for sure.
Yeah.
Prometheus.
It was good though overall. I watched it in 4K.
Jeez.
On my OLED.
I remember when I first watched that. Man, that was when I was 15. I was grossed out. That movie was kind of brutal with some of this
Aliens?
Just stuff that happened.
Extracting the alien egg from the girl's womb.
That was awful. I was that's one of my worst nightmares. Worst nightmare.
To me though, nothing can beat Aliens.
Aliens is really good.
Yeah.
I mean, fair.
Come on. Sigourney Weaver in the mech being
That's good.
Yeah, keep away from her, you bitch, and just fucking punching.
I need to watch
punching the alien. Oh my god, it's so good.
Well, Resurrections, whatever the latest one was. I need to watch that one again because it wasn't amazing when I saw it, but I want to see it again. just to kind of reevaluate. Because now that I watched Prometheus, because that happens right after Prometheus, chronologically, so I need to kind of place it all in my head again.
Gotcha.
How do you guys feel on the first Captain America movie?
I thought it was really good.
Solid D tier.
It wasn't like S tier.
That's what you say about everything, Sean. It's like
A or B.
Oh, no, I'm with Sean. It's got to go higher.
Really?
Yeah,
I think
C tier.
I think it's so boring, but that's just me. I think it's like a really boring film.
I agree that
it's an amazing setup film.
Yes, yeah. The villain isn't anything to speak about, but I think it's a coming of age film.
But he guides people
such a waste
to treasures that he
Weaving,
cannot
man.
possess.
Wait, sorry, I missed.
We all
what
talked
just
at the same time there.
Yeah.
I said, but about the villain, but he can guide people to treasures that he cannot possess.
Yeah. I mean,
The
that was
only
a cool
thing,
reference.
the only thing I get about that movie is you got Red Skull, and then you got the memes. You know those creepy memes that we keep like sending to each other about the crazy things. The ones you love, the ones where they're like they don't speak. They're like rag dolls or dolls, CGI dolls. Really creepy.
What? Oh, yeah, the weird. What's that channel? Oh,
I don't know what that.
Weird.
It is so weird. It's so frightening.
Yes. Oh yeah,
It's like-
Cote Animation or whatever. It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Cote
Have you seen that?
I've shown Zach that. It's
cursed. Yeah, definitely.
Cursed Animation.
found
It's perfect.
Yeah, KOTTE animation.
Yeah.
Oh my god, just the weirdest animation style. I love it.
It is very interesting.
So surreal, so cursed.
Yeah, but that's my favorite
still,
part.
My favorite is still it's a pro Squid Game players be like,
Yeah,
and it's them. And they're just doing a bunch of poses, walking forward toward the robot, whatever it is that
Robot
shoots
girl.
people. Yeah,
Well, the latest
it's just so good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, overall, I don't know.
Are we good with C?
It deserves a good rating.
You want B? I'll give it B out of pity, but I don't like it.
Pity B.
I don't like it.
It deserves an A.
Okay, we haven't talked Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 yet.
It wasn't as good as the first one, but it was still good.
So C tier?
C tier.
Sure, C tier.
Oh, I would give it. Wait, what did I give it?
B or C for me. Probably B for me. Just because
I give them both A. I
really-
actually need to reevaluate that.
Who's the crap.
Reevaluate
Is it
that.
Jack Russell? Is that the actor's name?
Oh,
I don't know.
the older guy.
Ego?
Yeah.
His name's Ego in the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ego. I really
Yeah.
like him. I like him as a villain. I thought he did an excellent job.
Yeah, he did good. I was unsure of where he was going for most of the movie.
Oh, that was
And
the point.
then, and I think they did a good job with that.
Yeah, and I like they developed the relationship between Quill and Gamora a bit, and
the
obviously
relationship between the father character. Crap.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Ego.
no,
Yondu.
Oh,
Yondu.
Yondu.
Yeah, that was sweet.
I'm Mary
He may
Poppins,
be your
y'all.
father, but he ain't your daddy. I love
Who's
that.
your dad?
Honestly, my favorite movie. That part of that movie is my favorite part of most of those movies is the blue guy. What's his name?
Yeah, Yondu.
Yondu, yeah.
No, other blue guy.
Oh, it's the
can't-
guy who's buff, really buff guy.
Yeah, the buff guy.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
his character's name?
Batista. Yeah.
You're horrible to
character name?
look
Drax.
Drax,
yeah.
yeah. Drax is
Oh,
good in that
dude,
one.
that is great,
He is good
yeah.
in that
I've
movie.
mastered the art of standing so incredibly still that I become invisible.
Yeah, he was pretty
like,
funny in that
it's just
movie.
the best.
Yep.
He was
funniest
really
thing.
good.
Nothing goes over my head.
Over my
I
head.
catch it.
He goes, okay.
I reflex too quick.
Not a
Catch
good
it.
line.
It's like so amazing.
so
There's like
fun.
responses you wouldn't think of that are so
just-
well written
Gold,
Yeah.
yeah.
and well delivered. You know.
Oh, absolutely.
Has anyone seen Venom?
Yes.
I haven't seen.
I saw
I've seen
Venom.
it.
Is it good?
Give it a chance.
I haven't seen Venom 2.
First Venom. Oh yeah, put Venom 2 in the haven't seen. Put Venom 2 in the haven't seen. But
Venom
the first
1?
Venom, I would put it up somewhere high.
Really?
Really?
Not like high. I wouldn't put it A or S, but like
S.
It's watchable. It's definitely a B or a C for me.
I put
give it a
C
D.
for me.
I liked the cameo at the end of Spider-Man.
Okay, you like one moment at the very end of the film. All right, cool.
But
No,
that doesn't.
one moment
I
at
still
the
rated
very
low.
end
Like,
of another film. It's not even the same film.
Yeah.
You know what? If I'm the only one who just put it lower, you know, I feel guilty now.
I can put
Why?
it at. I'll put it at.
I
low
do
C.
want to watch the second Venom.
Low
though.
C, yeah.
I want to see
that's the thing. I guess
happens.
I don't really care about watching the second, so maybe the first wasn't good enough to warrant the watch of the second.
Yeah, put it up to DGAF.
Don't give a fuck. Yeah. All right, don't give a fuck. Thor 1. Number 1 Thor. First Thor. I gotta say, I think it's C.
I gave it a...
I thought it was like, okay, I guess.
It?
He was annoying.
It's better than Venom.
The problem with the first Thor is they didn't understand how to portray a god.
Yeah. There's some issues with it.
Yeah.
In that regard.
I just thought it was boring.
It was a warm-up film. It was a warm-up film. It was practice.
Wait, so if we all
I
think
can't
it's
even
boring,
find it in my rating here. I gave Thor 2 and 3. Oh, I guess that is the first one. So I gave it a C.
Yeah. I like that Thor 2 is at like the very bottom of our tier list, and you have Thor 3 at the very top of our tier list.
Is Thor 3 at the top?
Yeah, Ragnarok is so good.
Oh yeah,
Ragnarok's so good.
I think it should
they figured out how to do the character.
Yeah, they figured it out, and I think a lot of that came through Avengers as well.
And then they effed it up again. Like, what is this roller coaster?
I don't know how they did it.
Thor has had bad luck,
and it's the same director too, which I don't get. I was like, Taika.
Well, I read it. I read like a post-movie interview, and they wrote an article about it. And he basically said, like, I wanted this film to upset people. I was like, what? All right, you did a good job.
Wait, that's just...
He literally just needed to make Ragnarok again, and it would have been awesome.
So he said he wanted to make a film about love, but he wanted to do it in a way that would upset people. And I don't know why that was the choice. Like, I don't know what the value of that was, but...
I'm just going to fire him. Like, you're done. You're not coming on for any more films, bro.
No, they won't fire him. Yeah. It still did well in the box office because people suck.
Well, just because people go see it.
Because people expected it to be good.
Yeah.
Because Thor Ragnarok was so good.
Yeah, that's what I was going in with. The expectations I was going in with, at least.
A bit upsetting.
All right, Black Panther, last big Marvel movie here. I got B. I like B.
I would put it high B. I'd put it above.
I gave it A. I really liked it.
Yeah.
What else? What are the other opinions?
Black Panther would be a low A for me. Very, very rewatchable.
I'm good with that. Yeah.
Like, we're talking the OG Black Panther. Yeah.
Well, there's
only one.
Dude, when the drums come in, I'm like, I'm into it. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna eat.
I thought for me the thing that turns it down is some of the ending fights.
Yeah, a little underdone, I guess.
Yeah, but like the character drama between them, I thought was really good.
Also,
so,
the artistic value of the movie. Holy crap!
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The set pieces and everything were amazing.
The city,
and also
is it the design of the ships?
Is that
M'Baku was good.
Dude, M'Baku is like the best character.
He's the mountain guy.
Yeah.
He's such a dick, but he's also a redeeming character.
Yeah. He's likable.
One of those bad guys that are good.
Yeah.
I would call him a bad guy.
He's a bad good guy or a good bad guy. One of them.
A bad good guy.
Bad good guy. Yeah.
No. He's not.
Or is it good bad guy? No.
Yeah. He's just
because he's not bad. He's good. But he's a bad good guy.
I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
Yeah.
WandaVision. Anyone who's all seen that?
I've
seen it.
Bits and pieces. Can't rate it really, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I gave it a C. I thought it was fine.
I'd put it at a mid C. I thought it was another one of those that was refreshing because it was unique. And I think they did a good slow build up to a resolution that was like, oh, Wanda's in a pretty dark place, and then comes the multiverse movie. But
yeah.
Again, the only reason I think multiverse is a decent film is Wanda. Everything else.
Anyone see Punisher?
I see it.
Punisher. I watched a couple episodes, and it didn't hook me. But maybe I need to give it another chance. I'd put it in habit.
I never even heard of this.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess I'm the only one who's seen it. I've seen both. I think there's 2 seasons out. I've seen the first season was decent. Second season was I thought the first season was really good though.
Okay.
But put it in. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, sure.
No. It's definitely very different.
I'm guessing you guys haven't seen Iron Fist.
I have not. No.
I got about halfway through the first season. Not impressed.
Bored as fuck,
I mean, 4 or 5 of these TV shows I've never even heard of.
I did
Marvel
watch
fan?
the first season of The Defenders, and I actually really liked it.
Did they have more than one season?
I did. I liked The Defenders.
I think
It's
Defenders
not A
should
tier.
be in DGAF. It's got to be in either D or DGAF.
Oh, that hurts.
I don't know how. I mean, it's kind of fun to to watch like them all come together. But
I just thought I liked
Look
that
at Cole
they were
trying to like make his bell curve here.
So we've got
really
all these
trying
movies
hard.
Skewed.
We've got all these movies where expectations are high and these characters come together and they work so well together and everything's great. And the Defenders, they spend the first couple episodes absolutely shitting on each other. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's why I like
it.
it.
It's like Avengers.
I guess, but Avengers was like 2 seconds of that, and then we're good from here on out until Civil War.
Huh.
Yeah.
So is it C? Then
Low C, mid D.
Can we do high? Yeah, can we do high D?
Put it in high D. That's fine.
Yeah.
Trade offer.
More Ds.
I think it's better than Eternals.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Come on now, folks.
Well, I think everything's better than.
And then we have Marvel's Nick Cage.
That's actually pretty good. I liked Nick Cage.
Isn't it?
What
Luke
can you
Cage?
explain what this is about?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can you explain what Daredevil's
Oh no, sorry.
Punisher...
If you were making a joke, then that went over my head. But
Yeah.
okay, cool. Nick Cage.
Can you guys give me like an explanation of what Defenders, Punisher, Nick Cage, and Iron Fist is about? Because I have no idea.
We're just gonna keep calling it Nick Cage.
Yeah.
I can't read what it
they're
says.
street level heroes, right? They're like
they're the low tier power. Well, actually,
Defenders look like they have some sort of powers,
strong.
though.
He's kind of like he's probably as strong as Captain America.
Yeah,
Jeez.
actually, I mean stronger. He's bulletproof compared
But
to.
Why
he
does he
also
have the
starts
power?
the movie
What's,
in prison, so or starts the show
what's
in
his-
prison.
Wow.
How does he get his powers? Do we know?
I didn't watch far enough in.
I think it was like Chitauri bullshit.
Literally, the second set is a sex scene.
Oh God.
Right.
He's
What about Iron-
banging his wife on the table.
Nice. So that's immediate A tier right there.
Oh, just sex scene in Marvel.
No, I really liked it. The music in it is awesome. There's a cameo from fucking Wu-Tang Clan. So I mean,
Put it in haven't
What about
seen
Iron
it.
Fist? What is
Yeah,
that?
I'm gonna put it there.
yeah, put it. Haven't seen it. There you go.
Iron Fist is like I watched the first few episodes of both of those, and I think Luke Cage had more potential.
Okay.
But what's Iron Fist about? Like,
Man, I don't remember. See, again, not very good. I don't even remember how he got his powers or why it matters.
He
or
must
any
have
of
an
that.
iron fist, like a,
Well, he
a,
has
fa-
this
a
thing
hard
where his-
punch.
Iron Fist
He can, like-
synop.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, he gets hard. That's about. That's
Yeah, his
basically-
fist
Iron
gets really
Fist.
hard and it lights up, and then he punches like a building and it explodes. All right, cool.
All right, I got a synopsis here. Follows Danny Rand as he returns to New York City after being presumed dead for 15 years and must choose between his family's legacy and his duties as the Iron
So it's
Fist.
Batman. All right, great. Good
It
job.
is set, da-da-da-da-da,
Batman with a magic fist.
da-da-da-da-da, development, blah, blah,
Too bad it wasn't
blah,
a magic
blah,
cock.
blah.
Magic cock.
What is the Iron Fist? I need to know. What does this mean?
That's
He's-
that's the porn parody version of it.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Iron Fist.
We need
Iron
spoilers for
Chode.
the Iron Fist.
Oh, here you go. After his family meets a tragic fate while on expedition in China, a young Rand is adopted by the people of the mystic lost city of Kunlun, where he's taught a mystic fighting style. Returning to New York City, fights against criminal element corrupting New York with his incredible kung fu mastery. Oh, he's a kung fu dude.
So he's kung
I might
fu
watch
man.
this now.
Okay.
Mastery and ability to summon the awesome power of the fiery Iron Fist. So he's just got special kung fu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Shang-Chi.
Basically
kinda.
Shang-Chi.
That is the one
but
thing-
It's just
One
But
thing I
white.
will say with the kung fu, the choreography is good. The fight scenes are pretty cool in that film or in the show. But
Iron
and
Fist.
I liked who's the girl in it? Trying to remember her
I don't remember.
her name. I thought she was cool because she showed up in some of like the Defenders and some of the previous stuff.
It's the Jessica Henwick character, right?
Yeah, it's Colleen, I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
Or sorry, no, Jessica. Yeah, Colleen Wing. Sure.
Colleen. Yeah, I think she's cool, but that's about it.
This was a 2017 show.
Yeah, it's old.
Wow, that was a long time
I forgot it
ago.
had Rosario
Yeah.
Dawson in it.
Well, yeah, she's night nurse. She's like in everything, man.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm dumb.
2 seasons, huh? Wow. Never even heard of this.
She is up and coming.
We did it, boys.
That's all our movies, right?
That's all the movies.
I disagree with a lot of what you've done, but you know.
Wait,
Well, says the guy with
That's just your
8
wrong opinion
S-tier
there, Sean.
movies. Yeah. The wrong opinion, Sean.
Well, I just think that like our 4 S tier movies up there, it just highlights how superior those films are. If we had everything up there, it would feel, I don't know, it'd feel wrong to me.
I feel like my list is way more distributed than yours.
Well,
because you went for an actual bell curve and I went for like the truth.
No, I went for the truth. This is a little bit too skewed towards the top for me.
Yeah, we have more things in D tier. We have a lot of things in D tier, which I'm happy about.
Can we compare? Sean, can you get yours shown to us?
Mine's shared right there.
Yeah, you can see ours side by side.
Make sure to take a screenshot, and we can just, if you want to post it in the YouTube version of this.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm going to save or download the thing.
Can I just print screen this thing? Print screen. Where's my
There's a download button on the thing.
Wait, what are the biggest?
I don't trust that shit.
What are the biggest disagreements?
I just did it.
I'm still hard. Endgame should not be in anywhere close to A tier. I'm hard.
Really?
I do not like
hard
that
right
movie.
now.
This is why I can't trust Colton's opinion in movies.
Okay,
much.
You can't tell me that Endgame is just this amazing, masterful storytelling piece.
I can.
You can't say that's better than
many
Civil
times.
War. You cannot say that's better than Civil War.
I'm somewhere in the middle of y'all.
I have them at the same level.
Yeah.
Civil War and Endgame are right next to each other.
I think that it's just not that great of a movie.
I think it's super rewatchable though, man.
I honestly don't like rewatching Endgame. I'll watch Infinity War all day, but Endgame is just there's not a lot of special.
In a vacuum, I'm with you there. Like in a vacuum, because it relies on people watching the past 10, 12 years. When did Endgame come out? 2018. So yeah, past 10 years from at that point of Marvel.
And that's
stuff.
what makes it so good.
Yeah, and there's a good emotional payoff from it, right? That's why I put it really high. But in a vacuum, as its own, I mean, obviously,
it's as its own movie
in a vacuum,
right?
But as its own movie, yeah, it's definitely. I mean, it's worse than Infinity War. I think. I mean, we're all in agreement to that. I mean, Infinity War is still excellent, and it's an S tier for a reason.
Yeah, I just think it's. I don't know. I did not get any of that like as nostalgic, like big emotional payoff as you guys. It just seemed like, it's another Marvel movie where they're all gonna win, and there we go.
I don't know. I thought it was well worth the payoff. And for me, like, I take a lot of things as a whole, you know?
Yeah.
And as a whole, it had one of the best payoffs of any cinematic universe ever. And, you can say it's because it was one of the first to do that, but that to me is an achievement in and of itself, and therefore is praiseworthy because of that.
Yeah.
So that's just my stance.
I just think that I honestly wish, I don't know, Infinity War made me so mad because of like all these things that, I don't know, I was very emotional during Infinity War. That's a weird thing to say, but like Endgame it didn't give it to me. Like I was mad at Star-Lord because he freaking messed the whole thing up. Everything.
Yeah. Honestly, I'll tell you, T'Challa wouldn't have done that.
The feeling of emptiness. Feeling of emptiness at the end.
If Doctor Strange was doing his thing, he's like, "There's only one way to beat Thanos." And then as soon as Peter Quill showed up, he should have just like shot him. Like, yep, we got him. Got him, boys.
We got him, boys.
I will never forgive Star-Lord for like messing up taking Thanos' gauntlet off. Like he really screwed us up.
He's just a flawed character, and that's why I really don't. That's why I think he's bad as Star-Lord,
Yeah,
but I mean, it's kind of his MO.
Yeah. I don't know if I disagree heavily with anything else though. Usually, I'm pretty like plus or minus 1 tier for most everything else.
Yeah. All right. The real question though, Zach, is: do you put a steak in the oven to finish?
Oh my god. Dear
so
God.
I'm gonna put this in the don't give a fuck category because my only thought to this conversation is that it seems to me that if you put the steak in the oven, especially after pre-cooking it in another way, it's going to be too dry when it's done.
See?
And I don't know about you, but a dry steak that's the end. That's over. It's like I would rather
dry steak,
eat cardboard covered in, I don't know, old cheese.
No, that's the drastic claim going from a little dry steak to I'll eat cardboard instead.
I'm gonna go camping this weekend probably, and I'm gonna take a steak and I'm gonna sear it on a cast iron pan. No oven required.
I'm not saying you need the oven. I'm just saying it's how All the pros do it, and if you can't be a pro if you're not using the oven.
Don't
maybe
think
they just need
all
to get
the pros
good.
do it.
And
honestly,
when we were in Kobe, Japan, did they put that steak in the oven?
They didn't actually, did they?
No, they prepared it on the grill in front of us.
That's a very limited. Okay, Zach, here's the thing. I'm going to the Chop House like in 2 weeks. Yeah, $4 sign steakhouse. I am literally going to ask them if they put their steaks in the oven. I'm willing to bet Sean and Mike like $10 each that they do.
You're going to ask the waiter?
I'm going to ask the waiter, yeah. I'll bet you guys $10 each.
$10?
Yeah, I'll be waiting for my $10.
I'm down. Yeah, $10.
Come on, Sean.
Here's the thing. They probably put it in the oven because it's more efficient in a restaurant setting.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't do it if it's like they do what tastes best. For like $100 steak, they would do what tastes best.
No, it's a restaurant.
What does Gordon Ramsay say you should do for a steak?
I guarantee he says you should put it in the oven.
I don't know about that.
No,
I'd bet money on that.
Gordon Ramsay's a good one. No, you want
Anthony Bourdain also, whatever he
Anthony
says.
Bourdain would be that. No,
Gordon Ramsay.
Who was Gordon Ramsay's teacher? It was
Gordon Ramsay's Guide to Cooking a Steak.
Oh.
I'm finding a lot of Google support on the oven side of the conversation. Just because a lot of people are saying that for the inexperienced, it's easier to ruin it in a skillet or on the grill than it is in the oven.
Bingo, see?
Yeah,
so
I think that's
what you're saying is Cole's just inexperienced.
No, that's not true.
He's
but
a virgin steak cooker versus the Chad.
That's not true. You have way more cooking fidelity, way more cooking control in the oven because it's an even temperature on the whole thing. You can just cook it it evenly cooks to the center. That's how you do it. Done.
Listen, if you're arguing this, just buy a sous vide and be done with it. You know,
a sous vide.
Get on that whole boat train. You never heard of that?
No. What is that?
You vacuum seal a steak and you put that in water, and then you put this sous vide device, and then it heats the water to like the exact perfect temperature, quote unquote. And then that's how you make the steak. And they say
I asked my old boss who was a cook for a couple of years, and that's exactly how he suggested to do it. He's like, I'm just going to sous vide. I'm like, okay, shut the fuck up. But because like I don't have a fancy sous vide thing, but yeah, he's like, yeah, this is the best way.
In a way, I mean, it's nice because you prep your steak, you put all the stuff in it, you vacuum seal in this bag, so everything in the steak is retained. You don't lose any moisture, you don't lose any sauce, you don't lose anything, and then it cooks perfectly according to going along with what you say, Colton. You know, it's better to temperature control. This is exact temperature control.
With all
but to me, it's just
even cook
unskilled.
along
You know,
the outside.
it's like you don't have to think.
Yeah, and you don't get the beautiful Maillard.
It also depends on how you like it done. Like if you want a well done steak, I mean, oven is great, but like, well, okay. So there's the how do you like it done, and what's the thickness of the cut of the meat? Because if it's like a really thick cut and you want a pink middle, I think you can still achieve that with an oven. But if it's like a really thin flank steak and you try to do it in the oven, it's just going to be a charred crisp.
Well, then you just sear both sides and you take it off. With an oven, you can
if you're doing
you can get any temperature.
Yeah,
any temperature.
If you're doing like a 2-inch, like big thick cut filet mignon medallion, you may want an oven. But
I guess I don't know what steaks you're cooking. I guess if you're doing half-inch sirloins, I guess there's a warranted for not doing the oven because that would actually cook too fast. You'd sear it, put it in the oven, and it'd get well done before you can actually take it out. But I'm talking about the high quality steaks. The true steaks are like the 2-inch thick ones. Sean, you're just gonna prove me right here. We're gonna get this live.
Medallion.
Oh no, you're doing the
Look up Marco Pierre White. Look up. He's like the OG.
I'll send this to you.
Chef.
Colton,
Marco
so you can
Pierre
review
White. How to cook a steak. How to cook steak.
Yeah, sous vide. I look forward to trying this type of steak. But
it's not gonna have the Maillard. You want that like kind of crust almost on a good steak.
I know how to make a good steak. I make them all the time, but I want to try this to see how it tastes.
Marco has said put it on the grill.
Bag,
he is a grill man, not a pan method man.
Did you say really?
What did Gordon Ramsay say?
What
kind of grill though?
I'm pretty sure he said put it in the oven. I didn't watch the whole video though. Let me see.
must.
He puts it in the oven. Gordon Ramsay puts it in the oven. That's how he does it. You can watch the video.
Maybe he's just trying to teach newbies.
Oh, come on. You cannot use that response every time. There's a reason.
Yeah,
there's a reason. No, you can't.
I'm going to use it.
You can't just say every time like a professional's like putting it in the oven. Yeah, that's because they're teaching noobs. No. If you got the data to support that they do it that way, that's how they do it.
Yo, this person does the vacuum seal method, but they put it in their dishwasher.
What the fuck?
Yo,
okay, what is wrong with this?
That sounds awful.
I think this is
dude. Work on what you got, man.
That sounds totally
I kind of want to try this, but I feel like if there's one wrong way to cook a steak, if there's one wrong way to cook a steak,
it's just temperature controlled heat and humidity. It's fine,
but it's not precise. It's like just hot.
Also,
my
maybe
steak's
just
this
gonna
person
get
might have like
apart.
a special like digital display dishwasher with temperature
a fancy fuck dishwasher.
I mean,
that's still impressive, man.
You can wash the plates that you're gonna serve it on while you cook the steak.
Yeah,
Speaking of dishwashers, dude, picked up these like things for hats, right? Like, so you got like ball caps, right? And if they're like older and they've like gotten decay, like worn over time, sun damage.
Old hats.
You take them and you put in like these like cages, and then you put them in the dishwasher and like completely refreshes them. It actually kind of works.
What?
This sounds insane.
What?
It is.
I don't really know what to say.
I don't think I've
this.
had a hat I've cared about enough to rejuvenate.
Yeah.
I've got a couple awesome ones.
I just buy a new one.
But don't you have like any nostalgia cats? Like all of them buy ball caps from. Oh God, what is it, Zach? What did you find?
I was curious. So I googled how to cook Tide Pods. And,
no! It's like sear it on the
no
on the
additional ingredients are required for this simple treat. Just pop a Tide Pod in the freezer and let it sit till the liquid solution is solid. Next, remove the plastic exterior and you will have a jiggly treat. If you are of legal age, you can also use
like
Tide
Jell-O.
Pods to make Jell-O shots.
Oh wow! Just put it in your
God.
for all your guests. Just put them all to the hospital.
Wow!
One
Please
hospital
don't
bill.
eat that.
That's
That
so
sounds terrible.
Oh my
One
god!
ambulance.
What website's that on?
It's called spoonuniversity.com.
I trust it.
Yeah, I do too.
Despite its name, no, it is not a porn website.
No, it's a wholesome porn website. It's just just all about spooning.
Well, the advertisement for that like slogan was this couple, and it's this dude feeding his blonde wife this Tide Pod. It's it's pretty realistic looking, to be honest.
I mean, they could have just shot the picture.
Actually, I would totally do something like that, but like make it like blue curacao, and what would be the other liqueur you'd use to make like an orangey color? Like maybe Aperol? They'd be disgusting together, but
Oh, you're
know
saying
what I'm
like
talking about?
make like some sort of edible,
like quote unquote Tide Pods, but it's
but it's like just a lookalike.
It's like just like Jello
Oh
shots.
man, if you were quick enough when that became a thing, it would have been.
It would have
awesome.
taken
You could've made
off.
some
Yeah,
money off of
it
that.
would have taken off. And then you could have done like the challenge on TikTok and lived, and everyone would have been like, "How's he doing it? How's he doing
You've
it?"
been like, oh yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
and then inadvertently killed more people from that.
Yeah. Probably get
exactly,
sued.
yeah.
Heavily sued.
Yep.
Oh man. That'd be
Yeah.
terrible.
No, it sounds like a tasty bartender kind of thing where they just like throws together some random shit into a.
Tide Pod
It's like a food
recipe
wars
is
type
really
situation
impressed.
because you have like this like gastronomy type container for it,
Mm-hmm.
like special super scientific thing.
Yeah.
Wait, this is like legit. Tide Pod bisque. 3 tablespoons of butter, half a teaspoon of salt, cayenne pepper, heavy cream, 4 Tide
Cayenne
Pods,
pepper.
bottle of white
That
wine,
sounds terrible.
clam juice.
An entire bottle of white wine.
Clam juice.
What is
Just
that?
the ingredients list
Oh,
slowly
man.
just degrades.
Authentic Mexican Tide-stadas. This is a whole thing. This is I gotta check Reddit for this, man. R//
what's
Tide
on there.
Pod cooking. That's gotta be real.
I mean,
No
there's
way.
literally a how-to.
That actually sounds like a thing.
There's a how-to on how to eat a Tide Pod. There's a YouTube video on it. Oh,
What?
that's the wrong one. Sorry. I'll copy this. There we go. There we go.
I don't understand people. It's
Your mistake is
beginner's
trying.
guide to eating Tide Pods
beginner's
and other
guide.
forms of laundry.
It's fucking Golf Digest.
Other forms of laundry.
Beginner's guide. That's the best URL right there.
Sorry, beginner's guide to eating Tide Pods and other forms of laundry detergent.
God, so good. And this is like a 5-year-old meme here, but I don't know. It still is fresh in my memory.
Conversation
Just
worth
disappointed,
bringing up.
you know.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's baked.
It's a history
In our
lesson,
historical-
if anything.
We do need to do a meme review though.
That would be fun.
Oh, that's so hard to do. I think
It is hard.
'Cause there's so many.
You know what one of the best meme? Sorry, I don't mean to derail your discussion, Mike. But the best meme of like the past decade was it was voted on like Reddit or something.
What?
Like the most popular / best meme of like 2010 to 2020. Do you know what was voted best meme?
Was it Drake?
Something
The
stupid.
Drake
It was
template?
not Drake. It was not Drake.
I have no idea.
What
It
is
was
it?
apparently Pepe. Pepe won.
That's
Does that make sense?
not even a good meme.
I thought that didn't really make sense. He's a good meme. He's like okay meme, I guess. He's like very popular, but I felt
Yeah.
betrayed with that one.
memes should make you laugh.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's true.
There's a couple.
Pepe is more of an icon than like a meme.
But
I guess
that's
a
it.
meme is a meme like based like off the proper name of a meme. You know, technically Pepe would fall under that. but,
This Pepe meme makes me laugh. I've always liked this meme. Like there's a lot of Pepe faces that make me laugh quite a bit.
You just posted. Oh, you didn't. Okay, you posted the wrong channel.
Oh,
here.
That's actually really good. Yeah.
It's him huffing copium.
Yeah.
Go fucking huff and go. Yeah.
But like,
That's really good.
but they're just reactions. They're not like
Just
a
the
full meme.
tiny-
You know.
The tiny tears.
I know,
No, that's
but
a
like
meme.
it's like kind of just I don't know. It's funny how Pepe could make me laugh when it's just unintentional. You can do Pepe doing anything. Pepe dancing.
The link I posted was just the top 100 from 2010s. And Pepe is on
I'll
there,
add that
but
to my watch list
Yeah.
there.
there's
I
a
feel
lot
like
of
we're getting
content.
severely derailed.
We are getting
from
derailed. We finished our
normal.
tier list, so now we can do whatever we want. You know, we just
Yeah.
fill the time.
Fair.
Do whatever
Fill
our
the
heart's
time.
desires.
We just continue on our random ass tangents like we always do.
Yep.
My next Cumberbatch generated name was Liverswort Calculus.
That's like so far from the name now.
That's so far. Okay, does it generate a new name off the fake name that was already
I
previously
don't
generated?
know if it's like this cascading effect or not, but like I just got Billy Ray Oxfordshire, so I don't.
It's got to be derailing.
It's definitely
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bento Box
Jeez.
Commonwealth. Bonaparte Cuckoo Clock. All right, we're done.
None of these are like don't even they're
like-
just the same amount of syllables. Like that's,
I like how
that's all
Sean's
I
just
have
like
in
not
common.
even
honestly.
amused. He's like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
It is. It just doesn't make sense.
We're all laughing.
That's the brilliance of it. Sean.
That doesn't mean no. That doesn't mean it's brilliant. That's not how brilliance works.
Yes, it is. Brilliance. is
I'll look up
undefinable.
the
Wrote
definition
that
of brilliance
algorithm,
for
all
you if
right?
you
Give
want.
him a break.
Yeah.
So it's been a
They
lot of
wasted
time.
That's
a couple
brilliant.
And
hours
open
of their
sourced
time.
it for free on the internet, so then maybe they are dumb.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. They outsourced it and then just paid some random people to make it.
The best meme is the Aaron Yeager meme.
The one where he's staring you down.
Staring at the dad. That one is pretty fucking
Pretty
great.
good. Pretty good.
Have you seen Attack on Titan?
No.
Okay.
Wait, I saw the first few episodes. I mean, like, I think I told you guys I'm not, like, the biggest anime fan, and Attack on Titan
Yeah.
is, like, anime. Like, it's, like, yeah.
Eh,
To me,
Honestly,
it is.
it's probably the most tamest anime in the sense of
Oh, dear.
what most people consider anime
oh,
for.
dude,
but
there's
like,
there's some anime. Kill la Kill is like the most anime.
My
I think.
experience
it's
is
Kill la Kill's most
limited.
anime
Maybe you
anime.
guys just need to show me, like the highest tier one, and then I'll just, like, come back to that, and then I'll be
highest
I'll be
tier
ready to
in
go.
what regard? Like,
Craziness. Like,
You
just
got-
absolute
Kill la
wild,
Kill is probably
crazy
up there.
shit going on.
I mean, Kill la Kill is like
that's probably
absolutely
that's
nuts.
probably Kill la Kill.
My anime experience is limited to like the 3 or 4 movies that everyone has seen.
Yeah, Your Name.
Spirited
I remember
Away.
you saw
I know.
Your Name, and I was
Spirited
blown
Away.
Yeah.
The one where
Howl's
she's
Moving
the
Castle.
wolf or with the wolves. Is that what called?
Princess
what?
Mononoke.
Princess Mononoke.
That's that one.
Yeah. Like those are the ones that I've seen.
Studio Ghibli movies, essentially.
Yeah.
And you've seen Kaijo or whatever. Kaiju.
If you want to watch like Game of Thrones with like Game of Thrones level of
insane
storytelling or character deaths, like the graphic nature that exists in Game of Thrones, that's Attack on Titan essentially.
Okay.
And if you want like just the craziest example of some of the weird stuff that anime can do, probably Kill la Kill.
Yeah, it really is.
I've never even.
Or Food Wars.
Food Wars is like.
Wait a minute. I feel like I know what Food Wars is. Is that where the one where the chick has an orgasm while eating a burger?
Yes. No, I remember this because we were watching it at Gus's and I apartment.
We saw that.
We sat down.
We saw that. And hold on. No, like legit, we saw that at Base House when I lived there for my 2 years in school. And I think my buddy Darian showed us that clip. And we for the next year would walk around the house going, meat juice. And it's from the episode where definitely.
Oh, it's yeah. That's hilarious.
No, I would watch that just for the meme. That's awesome.
It's worth it.
I mean, it is worth it. Yeah.
Kill la Kill is also worth it for the meme, but it's very like
Kill la Kill is also like a good show, but it's one of those shows that someone who's not experienced anime will watch it and go, "This doesn't make any sense."
I feel like Kill la Kill is one of those shows where it's like if your parents walked in, you'd be like, okay, I swear it's good, and you're gonna take this the wrong way.
You just missed the violent death
that's the same
scene.
thing. That's the same with Food Wars, right? It's Food Wars is like, oh my gosh, this food looks amazing. I want to like cook this now, and then your parents walk in or a friend walks in, and it's just them doing like essentially having an orgasm.
It's just a cooking show. Just a cooking show.
It's just a cooking show.
The Google genre description is action comedy magical girl.
For Food Wars or for Kill la Kill?
For Kill la Kill. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I can see that.
But it's a complete parody of all of it.
It's not magic, it's science, but yes.
Science.
And it's also it's a parody. It's very different.
I mean, because when you actually have the magical girl genre, Kill la Kill is like quote unquote science, like in their universe.
Retrospective.
Well, it's got the same tropes, but it turns them on its head and also just goes full Trigger, which is the studio who made it, just out of the fucking,
If you want to watch a magical girl show,
Madoka.
And you guys, I don't think any of you guys have seen Madoka fully, but like
I haven't, but we all know.
I have not seen the first 3 episodes.
You're saying that like there's something to be said about it.
It's
if you like
it's
horror?
just impactful.
Oh.
It's impactful. I'm trying not to spoil it. It's like one of the most head flipping shows for me, because I tried to start it twice and couldn't get through it. Like the first couple episodes, I'm like, this is dumb, blah blah, and then I stuck through it, and it became one of the coolest, most thought provoking shows that I've seen. Recommend. Yeah, Attack on Titan, Kill la Kill, Madoka Magic, Food Wars. Like, there's a couple. There's some just good ones.
A couple good ones.
Really, if there, I think the hardest thing that people get through with anime, for people who's not seen it, is if something's animated, because some people can't derive the same amount of
emotion,
can't get
or emotion, or the same amount of investment from things that are animated.
No, I don't think I have that problem.
If you don't have that problem, then there is an anime for whatever you're interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and like I know it's not true anime, but I really liked what was the
Avatar?
Well, yeah, I really liked Avatar. But what am I thinking of?
Are you thinking of Arcane, which is also amazing and you should watch?
Arcane is good. I've seen that and I really loved it.
Oh, it's so good.
I really like Castlevania. But what's the one with that was the Greek gods? It was
oh yeah,
Greek gods.
Like it's like called something Zeus, right? Something Zeus.
Blood of Zeus.
Son of Zeus.
Blood of Zeus.
Blood of Zeus. Yeah,
I've not seen this.
That's on Netflix, I think.
Yeah, I would check that one out. That one was really good too.
Is like Castlevania style kind of thing.
Yes, it's very much like that.
Yeah.
And I like
the
those
key
style
with
shows.
Yeah. I think the key with getting most people into anime is getting them into a show like the gateway show,
the gateway show
that is serious enough that it doesn't like break their it breaks their expectations of what they think preconceived notions of anime.
Yeah, Kaijo is the wrong way to go with that.
Attack on Titan is actually a really good way to do that.
Wait,
Attack on Titan is serious all the way through, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaijo. Yeah, that's the
Kaijo's a really great. Got lots of plot.
Kaijo's awesome. Yeah,
it's all about that plot, man.
Woof.
Yeah.
And then, what's the Devil Cry Baby show? That was another one that my friend showed.
Oh, yeah. That's a good.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Well, it's just like the first couple episodes was just overwhelming. It was just like I was not ready for demon orgies. That was not. I was not about that.
Who is, they're surprising every time.
But like you watch this stuff, and I'm surprised they didn't get through Attack on Titan watching some of this craziness, honestly. But
I could.
If you sit down and watch the first season of Attack on Titan, I think you'd be hooked.
Okay.
Even past that, I feel like season 1. I can't rewatch season 1 because it's like so.
It got just progressively better.
Yeah, it got better.
And then I mean, season 3 is where it's every single episode in season 3 is like, honestly, it's worth watching the entirety of season 1 and 2 just to watch season 3 and season 4. Like, it's so season 3 especially, like, it has some of the highest rated
honestly
episodes on IMDb ever, like perfect 10s or like 9.9s.
Yeah.
By the end, by the most latest season of Attack on Titan, it's on par or better than Game of Thrones.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not to hype it up too much.
Yeah.
but
I mean, it is insane.
I do think it is amazing television.
It's got 95% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's good.
Yeah.
Just do your hardest to not look up anything about the show.
Yeah.
Because there's very much.
Well, like I said, I've seen half of season 1, so I know what I'm getting into. It's just a matter of committing.
Yeah.
But do your hardest to not look up anything about the show.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm not spoiling anything for myself. I don't do that with shows.
Yeah,
You're not me.
He's not Michael. But I would recommend sticking with it because it is an amazing amazing work of story.
It's just a good story, in any medium.
In case you're curious, Blood of Zeus got 100% by critics.
Wow.
I've never even heard of Blood of Zeus.
And 84% by users. I'm telling you guys, it was good.
I think Blood of Zeus is not
no, it's not.
An
it's
anime
the art style,
which is why it might
formerly
be
known as Gods and Heroes.
Yeah.
But I think you guys would like the show. I'll give Attack on Titan a real shot. I'll do it.
Zeus trying to save Olympus and Earth. I'll check it out. Show for a show.
Show for a show.
There we go. Yeah, a mutual agreement. I'll watch Attack on Titan if you watch Blood of Zeus. Although your commitment's much lower because there's only one season.
Yeah, that's true. You can get that done in a weekend.
But once you get through a season's worth of Attack on Titan, you'll be hooked
it'll
anyway,
just get better. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
The background image is really cool. All right, I will.
Trade offer.
Trade offers have been accepted.
Good homework, I think, for that episode.
Absolutely.
Man, I can't tell. Like when I watched Your Name though, like that was like, I think I might have cried during that movie.
I still cry during that movie.
That one hit.
If you want to see another one, I don't know if it'll hit the same, but it's a Silent Voice.
Silent Voice.
At the same time.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
That one I like that even more.
I did too.
But that also it hits home for me.
When he's drawing the name on the hand,
Yes, spoilers for Your Name.
Spoilers for Your Name. Watch it. All right, now we're back. Drawing the hand and the name, disappearing, and I was like, oh, and then you see later that it didn't even write the name, but just wrote "I love you." I was dying. I was
absolutely.
I lose it every time. Oh man,
dude,
I
got chills just hearing that, like you telling the story of that. Oh, so yeah.
Well, those movies were the same year. A Silent Voice and Your Name. The same.
Mm-hmm. And it got overshadowed by Your Name because
that was insane.
I'd say as good, if not better. It's better for me.
It's the same type of vibes, I think.
Yeah.
But it goes much more into like some darker themes of like schools, like bullying.
That's
and,
what this is here.
You know,
bullying, depression.
Yeah.
Suicide, shit like that. So
it hits hard. It's so good.
It is real good.
Like,
yeah.
Well, what do you? I mean, maybe we should watch that this weekend, Colton. While you and Carly are over.
Yeah. I don't know if I told you guys I'm staying with Zach like this weekend because I have nowhere else to stay.
Yeah, you were saying you had a couple days there.
It's me or a cardboard box. I mean,
yep. So yeah, we do that. We gotta beat. We're on Super Mario World in the last world, so me and Zach also have to beat that.
Oh yeah.
Before we.
Oh really?
Yep. So we'll do that.
Are we in the castle or are we right before the?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Can't remember.
We're really close though. It would only take one more play session to beat it.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, thank God, or hopefully, hope to God. But
yeah, just pull like an all-nighter, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Zach's gotta work, so
not on Friday night. I don't.
That's true. True.
Oh,
gamers! I think it's time to go game, guys. We got some gamers on the other line trying to get us to go game. So that might be it. That might be the podcast, fellas.
This is good.
It was fun. Thanks for having me.
It was good having somebody in my corner, Zach.
Yeah, I'm here to support you in your Marvel needs.
Oh yeah.
Not in your DC needs, if that's where you need to go, because I don't know jack shit on that side. But
I don't need anything on DC side. We're good.
Right, well, there we go. We can all agree that DC.
Dark Knight's good.
Don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck. All of it. The whole franchise.
Hey, that's what we got out of this.
All right, gamers. On that note, that's been the podcast. One day we'll get there. Find us on TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Give us a like, follow, rating. Thank you so much for your support. Give us a comment and bang, outro music, Sean.
Got it.
Yeah.
Woo.